Okay, this part is where it gets a lot more involved and tricky. Now that you've taken your hard drive out, if you want to replace your LCD screen or your touchpad, this is the part of the video you're going to want to watch. So the first step is to remove the compact flash plastic component. It's got two screws here and here, so we're going to unscrew those. And there's a little trick to getting this plastic component out. I've got a 2 millimeter flathead screwdriver that I just put under here in the middle of it, and you'll hear a popping noise, and then it pops out. Okay, and the next step is to remove the outer screws holding on the plate to the rest of it. These screws are holding the black frame to the rest of the assembly. And what you're going to want to do now is remove the black frame so that you can access your LCD screen. And after you remove the black frame, you can pull your screen out and put a new one in. And I'm going to show you how to get that black frame out. It's kind of tricky. It is held on by many different tabs. There are two different types of tabs. One is the thinner black tab, like you see right here, and another is a wider black tab, like you see here. So you need to work on the wider black tabs first, and what I'm using is a metal spatula. It's very thin. It's less than, probably less than 1/4 millimeter thickness at the tip of it, but it's very strong. I think it's a stainless steel, so it will get in there. And what you need to do is wiggle it back and forth a little bit, just like this, and you might end up cracking your outer plate, but it's still better than having a cracked screen. And then you get it in here and wiggle that one. And there's 4 of them that you're going to need to loosen before the next step. Four or 5 of them anyway. Okay, now we're going to work on the smaller tabs. You're going to push on a few of them. You can see that one immediately gave. And you can see the black tab, the black outer frame is coming off. What I do is just pull it the rest of the way out like this. You want to straighten the tabs again for reassembly. Make sure that they're straight up instead of bent. I just use my pliers to get them back into place. Looks like they're good now. Okay. Now we've got the LCD screen, and it's going to be really easy to get at now. The LCD screen is seated using these 4 tabs holding it on the corners, so pry a little bit. I like to pry on the right side between the 2 tabs and the screen, and then the right side of the screen lifts up like this. And then you'll just pull a little bit, pull the LCD screen a little bit to the right, and it comes out of these 2 tabs over here. Okay, it's up like that. And then just flip it over like this. And this is the really fun part. Okay, now you can see that the LCD screen is connected to the motherboard by these two latches. So this one with the black latch, just lift it up with your fingernail, like that. Don't try it too hard. If it resists, it's because you're applying pressure the wrong way. And this one over here is a little bit different. You're going to need to take your flathead screwdriver and pull these two gray ones alternately out. Push, pull, whatever you want to call it, like that. And then your screen just kind of comes out like that. Pretty easy. And now what we have left is the motherboard, mainframe, and touchpad. So to replace your touchpad, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull your motherboard up out of the main frame. This is also if you want to replace your motherboard as well. You have to be careful of the speaker because the speaker is attached to the motherboard. So the first step is to actually lift up this protective film here first on the corners a little bit, just like that. So now you've freed up the motherboard from the frame, and now you can get it out. So pull at the top here. And the last place that it's still connected to the main frame is through the speaker. So you're going to want to, the speaker's actually held on by some adhesive. So you're going to be very careful at this point and put your screwdriver in there and gently pry away at the adhesive until you've cut through it all. Okay. And then once you've cut through it all, take your speaker, pull it up a little bit, and put it through the slot, and it just slides right out, just like that. Okay. Now, the motherboard is connected to the rest of the assembly by these two slots. So you just pull these little white spots down, and the cable comes out just like that. And now you've got your motherboard separated from the rest of the assembly. So if you need to replace your motherboard, that's how you do that. And then the last thing is the touchpad circuit board, and it actually just pops out. There we go. Complete disassembly of the Zen Vision W. All that's left is the frame. Alright, in the next video I'll show you how to reassemble the whole thing, which is also an involved and complex process.